Hey everybody, this is Mr. Huma, and today we're playing some more Minecraft and doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to be showing you guys a little redstone creation that I've been working on here. I'm just in a creative single player world here. There will be a link for the world in the description below if you guys want to take a look at this for yourselves. Basically what I have made is a train station, kind of. It's just a minecart hub slash storage system. So I'm just going to show you guys how to work this, and then I'm going to show you guys how it all works. So as you can see, we have signs labeling all the various things you can do in this little hub. So we request a minecart by hitting the stone button, minecart appears. Now over here we select our destination. So right now I just have 8 different colors of wool. Let's go to the yellow wool. Hop in the minecart, hit the button, and off you go. So you can see there's not much here right now, but I went to the yellow wool, and yeah, so I went to the yellow wool, I selected yellow wool, and I went to the yellow wool. Now currently I don't have a return method to get back to that hub there, but if you just reach your destination and then have like a separate track that goes around to like over here, you can hop in a minecart here, come down, and it will bring you back to the hub where you can get out and then select your destination and you go back, or just keep it there or whatever. And for if you come back from the hub, if you come back from your yellow wool destination, you come back over here, there is a chance that, you know, 2 people could, if this is on a server, 2 people could crash into each other, but that's a very slim window of opportunity for that to happen. Yeah, I mean, you could go out of your way to make a whole separate thing if you want to have something like on a second floor or something, or maybe underneath for your return trip. But having it set up like this, where it just uses already existing track, I just feel that's easier. But again, you can set that up however you want. So if you want to put this minecart back into storage, you just hit the button with no one in it. You can see it'll go up and into the storage system that I have here. Now this storage system, as you can see, it's just stacked minecarts with a piston that is powered underneath. So what happens when you hit this button is going to go over, this is going to power, it's going to go over, and it's going to power that track for the duration of however long the button is pressed down. Then we have a monostable circuit, which is sending off a quick pulse over here to pull this piston back and then push it out again. So when that happens, all these are going to fall down by a little bit. And this first one is going to fall down, then the piston is going to push back, and this is going to be inside the block. So it's just going to keep falling through until it reaches the track here. And then all these other ones above are just going to fall down on top of the piston here. And since that powered rail is going to be powered for the duration of the button, you can see that kind of just teleported down. Minecarts are actually kind of strange. If you, let me set something up real quick here. If you have a little tube here, if you have a little tube and you have a track underneath right there that goes out, and you put a trap door right there, and then we'll bring this up a little bit more here. Okay, and we have this. What's going to happen is that is just going to fall right through the trap door. Basically what seems to happen is it will teleport onto the rails once it gets close enough to them vertically. I mean, you could have a minecart fall down right here. Let's see if we can set this up. You have a minecart fall down right down there, and it's not going to go on the rails. But if the minecart is within like a block and a half, I think, of a rail, it will teleport through. So that it'll teleport down through anything that's in the way and get onto the track. So that's what's happening here. It's falling down into this block here, and then it just kind of teleports itself onto the track, and then the track is powered, so it sends it off to over here. So once you've done that, and now you have your minecart, and now you want to select your destination. So you can see there's 8 destinations. Right now just colored wool inside item frames with an arrow, which is also in an item frame, which you can then point to whatever direction you want. So right now, for example, if we want to go to the orange location, you can see that all of these currently, if a minecart were to like skip over this one, it would then turn into the white or into the black or the pink or the green or you know, whatever. But since the orange is the first one that's available here, it's just going to go right into the orange. Now if we were to go and select the white one, the orange one is no longer powered. All the others are still powered. All the others still have pathways that are turning in to their respective colors, but the orange one is not, so then it just goes to the white one. And if you were to go and select the green one, you can see that all these is just going to keep traveling along until it reaches the green one, then it's going to go in. So it's just a really basic setup here. Whichever direction the arrow is facing gives off various powers, various amount of power, and then based on that amount of power, I then have it going and powering the respective rails for each respective color. Now, how these tracks work, as you can see here, these two do not have a reverse signal. They're both powered off, and then if the track, if a cart were to go over, it would just keep on traveling along. You can see all these ones are powered, but if the minecart were to go over, it would just keep on traveling along until the blue one. So you know, minecarts or mine tracks and how the whole like powered or not powered thing, like that's all based on directions. So this, what I have set up right here, might not work for you in whatever situation you have, because you might have things facing in a different direction. Like as you can see, the comparator is facing out east and then it goes to the south. If this comparator is facing north and then going to the east, all of these ones would have to be unpowered, I think, and these ones would have to be powered. So like it all is going to change like depending on your situation and the direction that stuff is facing. But you know, that's the only thing with this setup, is it's not just going to flat out work in any situation. You're going to have to do a little bit of changing up the redstone and stuff, but for the most part it works, you know, pretty well. So then you select your destination here, and then, you know, that's how that works. It's just different amounts of power will power the different rails. And then over here, if you were to shoot a minecart just like that, it just goes straight up back into the system. So how this works is, if a player is in a minecart, they're going to activate the tripwire, which is then going to flip the direction of the rail here. So then the cart just continues going along. Now, if this tripwire is not activated, the cart's facing this way, so then it's going to go up here and over to here. Now, how this is set up is we have a little bit of an overflow protection set up here. As you can see, there's a little bit of this minecart is kind of just slightly above the lip of this block here. So if you're to have a minecart go along, it bounces off. And so what this does here is, as you can see, when this is not activated, this just continues to track down there, which currently just goes to the void. But if this is activated, it will then allow the track to go here. So basically what this is doing is it's allowing the minecart to go over to here. If it can fit down there, great, it'll go down and this will just flip back to this state here. But if it can't go down, it will bounce off. This will unpower, so it will go over there, it'll bounce off that minecart, or depending on how you have it set up, you might need to have like a piston set up there with a tripwire. It depends on your setup and how you want to have this, you know, how much space you have and that kind of thing. But it bounces off and then it comes back. This is no longer in this state because the cart already came across this button and went over there. So now it's flipped over this way. So now it just comes back and goes down into the void. If you wanted to, you could have a second tube set up over here to store more minecarts and then just periodically clear them out and put them back into the system. Or if you just want to have them just, I don't know, fall down. I don't know if you can break minecarts using lava or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's how that's set up right now. And yeah, so that's about it for this little hub that I have set up here. Let's go to the white station. All right, off we go down to the white station. Okay, then let's go. I'm just gonna quickly show you guys if this does all work. We're gonna go to the red station as well. And like I said, there will be a link in the description if you guys want to try this out for yourselves. Take a look at it. Yeah, there you go, red station. So I mean, you can change these out with whatever you want. So maybe you have like an iron farm that you have you want to set up a track to, and maybe you have spawn, maybe you have a secret base that wouldn't be so secret because it's in the train station, you know, whatever. But that's how this works, and changing the direction of these does not affect anything at all. That's just there as a way of saying, so that people know that leads to the white wool. I mean, if you wanted to, you could just take all these out. You could take all those out and just have this and just memorize which direction goes where. I mean, it does not matter. Those extra item frames were just there as a way of signifying which was which, you know. It's a way of choosing your destination. But that's gonna be it for this one, guys. If you want me to do more tutorials like this, I know it was bad and I was really like just all over the place, but this is my first tutorial, and it wasn't even really a tutorial, but more of an explanation, I guess. But anyway, if you guys want more redstone videos like this, please let me know. I've been making a lot of redstone stuff for the dome, and just, you know, when I'm bored, just make stuff. So if you guys want me to be making those and showing you guys what those are like, please let me know. Just give me a comment. If you want me to make something in particular, please just, you know, give me a comment. And this whole system probably has been made before, but it is all my own design. I came up with this myself and made it all myself. I was not intentionally copying anyone else's designs or plans or anything like that. This was all thought of and created on my own. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.